Hi guys, how's it going? It's been a while since I did a video, so I thought I would just bring you up to speed with what I've been doing. And as you can see, the layout is now 2 decks. And originally it was just going to be 1 deck, but after I designed the lower deck on Rail Modeler Pro, I decided that I wanted more space, so I thought the only way left to go for me was up. So I created a 2nd deck. It's been quite a long process to get here. It's taken me just about a year. And without boring you to death, I'll just go through the steps that were involved and how I got to where I did. The lower deck originally was this plywood base, or this plywood top deck, 15mm with these legs, and these supports were much bigger, and I've cut them down to give me more access space underneath. Okay, and originally I used this here, these stringers. They're 27mm square. I don't know what that is in inches, but I'm sure you can work it out. It was pretty much the shape it is now on the lower deck. The only thing I've added since then is this peninsula. Before, it just used to go straight to here, and then it curved round pretty much like this section does here. It was a similar sort of curve. So I had to, when I decided to rebuild the lower deck, I bought a new piece of plywood, kept it square, and then I added this small peninsula. And effectively here, and I think I've said this before, here is going to be a roundhouse one day. So, and in fact, this was the original piece of wood that was over there. Also, when I originally built it, I used these 27mm square stringers. And it worked okay. I kept it up for about a year. And the atmosphere here is very dry sometimes, and also sometimes it's very damp. And I was starting to see wood warping. So when I got back this time, I completely rebuilt the lower deck, and I put much larger stringers in. I believe those are 27 by 60mm. You can see I've drilled in holes for my bus wires, and that goes all the way around. So pretty pleased with the outcome. So here we have 15mm, and this section is 60 by 27. And then I reused all the old 27mm stringers for the top deck, and the top deck is only 9mm ply. And the reason being, it's lighter and cost about half as much as the 15mm, and I could obtain it. Living where I live, it's very hard to get hold of wood sometimes. I'm limited on suppliers, and if you can get it, sometimes it's hugely expensive. So, but anyway, I'm pretty pleased with the way it's come out. As you can see, I've managed to design it where I've got minimal supports. So actually, the whole top deck, it's completely floating. It's all supported from the top all the way around here. One exception is I've got one vertical support here, and this will probably be out of sight anyway, because ultimately I'll sheet in the Helix. Quite pleased with the Helix. It's my first ever attempt at doing one. They are extremely hard work. They're not easy to do, well, at least for me they're not. I'm not a carpenter by any stretch of anyone's imagination, but I'm quite pleased the way it came out. I've done a little bit of testing on it. I've tested a couple of locomotives, a 484 steam and a 4-axle diesel, and so far no problems. So touch wood, that'll continue. But because I'm going back to work now for 5 weeks, I won't be doing any more work on this. So when I come back, that's when I'll do more testing on it. And you can see I've got the section here. So the outside track is for going up, and the inside track is for going down. And again, I think I've mentioned that on a previous video. But yeah, I spent the best part of a week just finishing off the top deck. All in all, I'm pretty pleased with it. So you can see I've got minimal support there. And that's all very, very clean and tidy. And the only kind of custom support I had to cut was that one. And actually this section here was probably, believe it or not, one of the most difficult ones to do, because a lot of the wood that came from the supplier was badly twisted and warped. So it would have a banana shape, but it would also be twisted at the same time. And that's why the back here, you see I've had to put these supports, but there's only 3 of them on this section, and then just here. And again, these supports assist with keeping this quite rigid. In fact, here, sorry, jumping camera, these two sections I haven't even bolted together yet, so I can move them. But as you see, just freestanding, they're level. So I will ultimately bolt these two together. Okay, and this one here I have screwed in on this side, but it's just to stop it moving around. So you see, I'm trying to move it and it's not moving. It's very, very solid. Okay, the lower decks are all bolted together with 10mm bolts. And in fact, I don't know if you can see one. I've just got, no, it's too dark. Anyway, you have to take my word for it. There's 10mm bolts. So I got two 10mm bolts supported or connecting these two. Two 10mm bolts here, plus I built like a spar, a single piece spar, because it stops it sagging in the middle. So although I've got two legs at the back there and that's well supported, I've just got a spar here. And of course this section here, there's two bolts. And up here, there's also one bolt you can just see there. And again, that's another 10mm bolt. So all in all, yeah, I'm pretty happy with the way it's come out. I think if I was designing a double layer layout again, and this is all, by the way, this is all freestanding. It's not bolted to the wall in any way, shape or form. It's completely freestanding. So if I have to unbolt it, the four sections all come off and I can stick it in a truck and take it wherever I want to go. So that was another reason as to why I built it the way I built it. Yeah, that's it. But anyway, I would say if I'd had to design this again from scratch, what I would have done was taken these rear support legs, and instead of finishing off here, I would have just taken them straight up. So it would have been one tool support that I could then bolt this section to. But like I say, the top deck was an afterthought. Okay, that's about it really. Thanks for watching. Next stage is I'll start laying track in earnest. And doing electrics as well. So I have to run my bus line. Oh, one other thing I've got to do is I've got to paint this. I have treated the wood because we do get woodwork or wood rot here. There's a type of wood rot that we get in this part of the world. So all of this has been treated. I still have to treat the top deck, but that's going to have to wait till I come back, which is only a few weeks. So. But that's it. Thanks for watching, and any questions or comments, please feel free to post them, and I'll answer them as quick as I can. In the meantime, thanks for watching and speak to you soon.